Charley Hull slaps back at insulting male. When golf balls fly, they don't discriminate, but sometimes people do. Enter the world of Charley Hull, a golfing prodigy who recently found herself at the center of a storm. Not because of a missed putt or a bad swing, but because of a bold claim by a male golfer. A claim that would lead Charley to serve a response as sharp as her drives. This didn't just make headlines, but also reignited a conversation about respect, skill, and the undeniable prowess of female athletes. As we dive into this tale, we'll uncover the audacity of the claim, Charley's brilliant clapback, and the ripple effect it had across the golfing community. So, grab your clubs, and let's tee off into this intriguing saga of pride, prejudice, and a putt that's about much more than just golf. In the vast world of golf, where every swing and putt is scrutinized, a bold claim recently stirred the pot. A male golfer, confident in his abilities, decided to slide into the DMs of Lou Stagner, a respected golf coach. His message? With a 3 handicap, playing from 6,900 yards, and boasting a 290 drive, he believed he'd not only make every cut on the LPGA Tour, but would also rank among the top 20 players. Quite a statement, right? Now, Lou Stagner, being the stats guru he is, couldn't just let this slide into the abyss of unread messages. He shared this audacious claim with the world, and the internet did what it does best. It buzzed, it debated, and it reacted. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just a claim about golfing skills, it was a reflection of an age-old bias. A hint that the LPGA players, because they're women, might be somewhat inferior? The audacity of such a claim, especially in today's age, is hard to fathom, but, as we'll see, this story takes an even more interesting turn. But Charley Hull, with her signature blend of wit and sass, had a challenge up her sleeve. She threw down the gauntlet, offering this confident fellow a chance to prove himself. And here's the kicker, she gave him an advantage. Here's the exact wording from Charley Hull's tweet in response to the male golfer's claim. "Shall we sort this game out? I'll let him play off the red tees, whilst I'll play off the white tees." It's like giving someone a head start in a race, but Charley knew what she was doing. She was making a point, and oh, what a point it was. This wasn't just about a match. It was about respect, and Charley's way of saying, "Think you can beat us? Prove it." She didn't need to shout or rant. Her challenge spoke volumes. It was a reminder that LPGA players, with their skill, dedication, and passion, stand tall in the world of golf. They're not just players, they're champions. And as for Charley, well, she's waiting, club in hand, ready to show that guy what real golf looks like. Because when you challenge an LPGA star, you better be ready to swing. And Charley Hull? She's always ready. When Charley Hull threw down the gauntlet, the internet didn't just watch, it erupted in a chorus of cheers. Everywhere you looked, from golf forums to Twitter threads, Hull's clapback was the talk of the town. And it wasn't just us regular folks. The big names in golf had something to say too. Michelle Wee West, a powerhouse in her own right, didn't hold back. With a simple endorsement, she threw her weight behind Hull, making it clear where she stood on the matter. And then there's Peter Finch, the YouTube golf sensation. He didn't just support Hull, he was all in, even expressing interest in filming the match. Now, wouldn't that be something to watch? But it wasn't all serious nods of approval. The internet, being its quirky self, had its fair share of jokes and jibes. Memes, gifs, sarcastic comments, they were all there, poking fun at the audacious claim of our unnamed male golfer. Some reactions had us chuckling, while others made us nod in agreement. But beneath the humor and sarcasm, there was a unanimous message: respect. Recently, Hull was asked to offer some thoughts about the exchange. The English golfer explained to reporters she doesn't actually use X that often. In fact, her manager has been running it for the last 5 years. She only logged on this week to find a message she had sent to her cousin. With her charismatic wit and charm, Hull couldn't resist commenting. "I log in, see this tweet, and just had to have my say. Honestly, the audacity of that guy." She claimed with a hint of amusement, adding, "The sheer cheek of him." But Charley's response wasn't just about that one tweet. She took this moment to address a broader misconception. There's this notion out there that we're just average golfers, she pointed out, but anyone who's seen us play live knows that's far from the truth. Hull was quick to highlight the finesse and consistency female golfers bring to the sport. Our short games are impeccable, and our putting, absolutely top-notch. While some amateurs might shine in one aspect, they often falter in another. we bring a well-rounded game every single time. So, for all the doubters and naysayers out there, Hull's message is loud and clear. It's high time to recognize the talent and skill that female golfers bring to the table. And as for that one audacious tweeter, well, Charley Hull has certainly given him a piece of her mind and something to ponder. A 3-handicapper making this claim is a very bold one and naive as to how the ladies' professional game works. If this match does materialize, regardless of the result, it is highly likely that it would be a close game. The 3-handicapper would be certainly humbled, regardless of the result. Supporting women in sports isn't just about watching their games, it's about recognizing their achievements, valuing their contributions, and, most importantly, giving them the respect they've earned. Every young girl inspired is a step towards improving their game and the standards of women's sports. It should be celebrated in its own right. But this 3-handicap, should he choose to accept, could be found out very quickly up against Hull in a game where there are so many variables. Now, Charley Hull isn't just any golfer, she's a force to be reckoned with on the greens. Born with a passion for the sport, Charley's journey in golf has been nothing short of spectacular. From swinging clubs as a child to dominating leaderboards, she's made her mark in the golfing world. With 2 LPGA wins, 3 victories on the Ladies European Tour, and top 6 finishes at all 5 majors, Charley's resume speaks volumes. And if you've been keeping tabs on her lately, you'd know she's been on fire. Just recently, she was inches away from clinching the Kroger Queen City Championship, only narrowly missing out. Having won the Solheim Cup recently as well, Charley's representing Europe in full force. It's one of those events where she not only plays for herself, but for every aspiring female golfer out there. And that's the thing about Charley. Beyond her skills, she stands tall as a beacon for women in sports. In a world where female athletes often find themselves under the microscope, Charley's fearless stance and voice makes her a true ambassador. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it.